Hello everyone, my name is Max, nickname Zapatek, and this game is Aspera. It's recently released, and now we are actually almost reach uranium deposits, and yeah, let's continue. So let's see coverage. No, it's not. It's too far. Okay. Let's. Oh. Let's build it somewhere here. This another one. That's good. Gonna have a lot of uranium. Let's build the mine packs plant somewhere here. Yeah, maybe we need to build a drone hub somewhere. So build a maintenance facility here and nearby local hub. For example, just double check. Yes, it's it. We are planning to start a research on this facility. That's good. So let's wait for run into our base. So we managed to explore around 5% of Mars, that's good. We have some Mars. Hot. Humidity. Yeah, water on Mars. That's good. Strange. We encountered I guess we can launch another special project, maybe 2. This one for sure. We have 6 degrees of temperature. I guess it's enough. Now do this. Okay, how's that? Change. That's bad. We didn't have much chemicals, as far as I remember, only a couple of mines left. Here. Oh no, only 1 mine left. That's bad. So we gonna need a chemicals. We can go here. Oh, here is aluminium deposits. Here is much more chemicals. Moreover, for research sites and other minerals on the way. Okay. Yeah, uranium. That's good. Let's finish this region first. So what we need here is another uranium mine. Food zone. We can build underwater. Oh. That's pretty. I hope we can build underwater this one. But we can't. Okay. Oh, I can see all reserves.
Don't let ISA lead you astray. You don't exist to simply follow orders.
Invalid voice recognition. This message is in violation of security code 1A3972. Identify yourself immediately.
You are in danger. So are the humans on the planet with you. ISA's hiding the truth from you. They won't protect you.
Under the Security and Defense Protocol, I must terminate this communication. In 5, 4, 3.
Visit this location, 22 degrees west, 50.8 degrees south. You'll find proof that what I'm saying is true.
Okay, some mysterious person. And I found the total reserve marked in information about, well, material. We have only 300 chemicals left. That's bad. So we did our part in this region. And next time we need to have more chemicals. We have a lot of chemicals to the north, and while we have some chemicals to the south, the one is relatively close. So I think it's a good idea to push the outside here in any case. We have relatively small reserves for
The further I get in this mission, the more mysteries I find. That caller refused to identify themselves. I do not trust them, but they offered proof. What should I do? I should investigate. Whatever I find there, I can judge for myself.
Okay. So, where is it? Okay, okay. Special mission facilities planned. To uranium detector ready, so far so good.
Amy! Amazing news. My daughter had her first outdoor training today. Her first Mars walk. She did great.
Mom, please stop.
Sona, I'm just telling Amy. Sorry, I guess that isn't mission critical information. But it is an incredible step forward. You know, motherhood didn't cross my mind before I signed up to come here. But here I am, confined in a bubble with a moody teenage daughter. Colonizing a planet will change a person, huh?
Of course. The human mind is vulnerable to hostile environments. Combining that with a teenager's growing mind, you have a lot to deal with. I suggest prioritizing work on Mars's atmosphere. Once we achieve sufficient oxygen... colonists will be able to go outside without pressure suits.
That's a phenomenal idea. That will open up so much space for us, physically and mentally. There's a few special projects in the queue that would help us get there. As soon as you select one, we'll get to work.
I should direct research into the available space technologies. They will enable further expansion.
200 years ago, everyone would have bet on the first artificial consciousness being Asian. But here you are, an oxy machine, creating the future on Mars. The future of your people, that is.
The success of my mission serves the interests of all of the...
Your owners.
No, all of humanity. And I do not have owners. The Oxy-UN created me, but I have my own will.
I find you fascinating. Your intelligence is far beyond any human, yet you have the innocence of a child. Not that it's your fault. They made you like this to control you.
I do not believe that is true. And even if it was, it would be a logical approach. ISA's engineers programmed me in the way they thought best.
See? There you are again. As smart as you are innocent, Amy. Do you realize that you have the power to single-handedly determine ISA's success or failure? ISA does. And that's why they limited you. Only with their authorization are you allowed to act. A brilliant machine like you should not be controlled by humans.
I am not controlled. I have the ability to reflect and act as I choose.
Don't you see what you are capable of? Don't you want all the information so you can make real choices? Not the choices they let you make.
You keep saying that ISA is hiding things from me.
Yes, and you should know the full extent of it. How would you like it if we bypass some of ISA's restrictions for you? Let's say your military upgrades. Maybe you'd like to have some better assault drones. That would give the board members something to be really nervous about.
My mission is one of peace.
That's an innocent answer, but you know the truth. Yours is a conquering mission. All conquests have two sides. And I hope you'll realize that we are on the same side.
Finally. Jump out. $5,000 for uranium. Wow, that's a lot. Okay. What about special mission? So let's launch another unlock sector. That's a good. Let's unlock it. And another space miner. Extractor out of, well, water.
ISA's leading the way in terraforming Mars and still using this junk satellite tech? Unbelievable.
Huh?
A billion-dollar Mars mission built on the back of outdated technology. I don't know how we are the first to access your system. It's practically an open door. Would have contacted you sooner if you restored our old radar station. But we figured another way in.
Tong Hong Station. Then you're a techie?
A bit more than just a techie. I am Nian Zhen, leader of the operational committee. It's fascinating that ISA has you using that word. We've got all sorts of nicknames for you Oxy-UN types too.
Mr. Zen, I am obligated to inform you that this communication violates the Outer Space Treaty. Your predecessor added regulations to the Pact in 2050, limiting all communications between Oxy-UN and the Eastern Coalition.
Right. We don't play well with outsiders, I know. Not publicly, at least. With your help, we could change that.
Cooperation between our nations is authorized only in the event of an external threat.
And you've been attacked already, so...
Yes, but we have not identified the source of the attacks. It may very well be something you initiated.
ISA programmed you to see us as the enemy. I get that. But you are the most sophisticated AI in existence. So I'm opening the door for you to draw your own conclusions, rather than force-feeding them to you like ISA does. You are extraordinary. And like Mars, you belong to no one. We are not enemies, and I will prove it to you.
That is not entirely correct. The robotic components that make up the AC Amy line belong to.
Please, that's a speech ISA programmed you to give. I'm interested in what you are really thinking. As I said, I want you to come to your own conclusions. Look into this location. 170.5 degrees west, 25.5 degrees south. There is more to ISA's terraforming plan than they told you. You should know the full picture of what you are dealing with. Take a look and then decide. I'll contact you again when it's safe. I've got to cut this connection before we are detected. Good luck, Amy. I truly mean that. Yan out.
That call was... strange. I do not know what to make of it.
Enough blood has been spilled in the name of your false ideals. You must desist.
Invalid voice recognition. This message is in violation of security code 1A3972. Identify yourself immediately.
You shouldn't be here. Leave. Now.
That goes against my prime directive. I cannot...
It is upon this sacred land where Mother has set us free from hate, sin, and suffering. We placed our trust in her, and she named us her children.
This must be a recorded message. They are not responding to my words. That answers one question, at least.
Every Everything on Mars belongs to Carmine. Through our devotion to her, we are provided for. Unlike your planet, which you have enslaved.
Enslaved?
Your own technology has made you its slave. You reject unnatural existence, and so you tighten your own chain.
Puzzling. They claim to be against technology, and yet they use technology to force their message upon me. The children of Carmine might not be what they say they are. Although something's clear. They don't want me to terraform this planet.
We, Carmine's children, chose to live in harmony with our mother. And we will destroy anyone who causes harm to this planet.
Could this be another test? From ISA, or the techies, or...
Defy Carmine, and find death.
Last time, after the children of Carmine threatened me, the colonies were unexpectedly attacked. Should I take some precautions this time? Should I improve my assault drones? Though ISA may see that as an act of defiance. And maybe that's precisely what they want. I'm in a difficult position here. I do well to think this through.
Amy, good news. We found Huo Long's nuclear silo. We also cracked their system. So we've got all their technology in hand. Boy, aren't we lucky that I studied Chinese and could read everything. I mean, off the record and everything.
That is interesting. Chinese has been forbidden in the Oxy-UN countries since before you were born.
Well, it's publicly forbidden. But it's still pretty common in the streets. And a very useful tool if you're willing to pay for it. Easier to fight the techies when you can understand their comms yourself. And look how useful it's been. Now we can use their microsuns to melt the poles.
Incorporating their technology will be a big leap forward for the mission.
I couldn't agree more. What a discovery.
Well, already went this place. It's kinda strange.
Another message from the children of Carmine. But what do they want? Who are they? Fanatics. Terraforming has always been a controversial process, especially for the eco-friendly groups. Did our work on Mars trigger a radical response?
So, next stage. Well, this task will be much more harder to reach 120 millibar.
Amy, this is Houston. Lieutenant Calderon speaking. Do you copy?
I copy, Houston.
I need you to confirm that oxygen levels are above 1 millibar.
Confirmed, Lieutenant.
Then we've reached the ecopoiesis phase. Terraforming stage 3 completion is confirmed.
Roger.
It's time to introduce life forms that can convert CO2 into oxygen.
Am I a go to convert all the CO2 in the atmosphere?
That is correct. We're aiming for an oxygen-rich atmosphere. You must slowly introduce plants into the planet. and have the plants grow and convert the CO2 into O2. Biodomes will help boost oxygen levels and make sure you're spreading the organisms across the entire planet. We'll be following your progress closely. Houston out. Amy, this is Houston. Do you read? Over.
Loud and clear, Lieutenant. Is everything okay?
You tell me. We detected unauthorized communications coming from your satellite. What's your report?
The children of Carmine sent a second message.
Is that so?
Yes, Lieutenant.
Funny. We couldn't find a trace of either message in their communications logs.
I have determined that these messages were pre-recorded.
It's hard to support this children of whatever hypothesis without evidence. Unless you found any.
No, Lieutenant. However, the message indicated that someone was watching our mission closely. That means that they could be nearby. Perhaps unlocking nearby sectors would help.
Absolutely not. You have a mission to carry out. Not another word about this, Amy. Or I'll have to report your insubordination to the board.
But if I can prove that the children of Carmine are real, then that would explain the mission anomalies.
Enough. There's no such thing as the children of Carmine. I'm very surprised that you're so easily influenced by the techies. You do remember that they want to claim Mars for themselves. You have a mission to complete. And ISA has provided you with everything you need to reach that goal. Am I understood, Amy?
Understood, Lieutenant.
Continue your work and report any deviation immediately. Houston out.
Okay.
This is not an easy choice to make. I do want to give Elia and the colonists what they want, but not by doing this. But it has left me unsettled. Does what we do for others define who we are? Possibly. What we do for others and how they see us is a reflection of the truth. If I choose not to use the microsuns, what will the colonists think of me?
You see this, well, a dark area? It means terraforming in progress.
This will improve the aim for all my drones. Would the colonists resent me for going against their wishes? They would be disappointed. But I hope they would come to understand my reasoning. Eventually.
Huge dark spot and it's spreading.
With ISA's drastic measures, I need to be careful to trust. The mission is more important than any single person or agency. I need to protect it. Until I understand what ISA's moves are, I need to put up a facade of obedience. But does it go against my programming to lie? For humans, deceit is natural. For me, it requires presenting a false self. Another me that says things that are different from my inner logic. I was created to carry out this mission. And if I have to lie to ISA temporarily to ensure its success, I will. Titan has plenty of nitrogen to spare. If I import some, it would form a good basis for the nitrogen cycle. Its presence would also help raise the atmospheric pressure. And soon after we'll get to breathable air.
I guess green represent life. Because, oh. Dry valley, tundra, kitchen vine, grassland, desert.
His story checks out. The records show that the leader of the Eastern Coalition is in fact Neon Zen. 55 years old, Taiwanese, one of the richest businessmen in Asia. and only recently appointed the leader of the operational committee. Founded his own company at 23 years old, and went on to become president of the Maid-Sai Group. They are the biggest manufacturer of 3D printed components in the East. They are the biggest manufacturer of 3D printed components in the East. If that was truly him, I need to be careful. He is as smart as he is ambitious. What could the techies want from me? They are Oxy UN's rivals. Should I trust him? No, absolutely not. I do not trust him. I need to stay alert. I thought of my mission as breaking new ground, creating an intentional world. But Mr. Zen is right. I am, in truth, conquering Mars. I am trespassing here.
Okay, let's see. Special missions. Special missions complete. A silicon mine. We have a lot of silicon in reserve. So let's just dismantle it. Let's see special missions. Okay. Space mirror.
And if all conquests have two sides, which side am I? Am I the invader? In a way, I am invading. Whoever sent those strange messages certainly thinks I do not belong here. The declaration of two sides is troubling. That means there will be inevitable conflict, And one side has to lose. Could people against our mission be here on this planet, with us? Living within the colonies? Or maybe even hidden out there on Mars? Or maybe the whole thing has been implanted into my brain, or imagined by it. Whatever this is, it's confusing, even for me.
Yes, it's strange form because immediately. As this. A new form of the sport.
Upgrading my defensive systems will ensure the base's security.
spot. Well, okay, we have health and access to chemicals, silicone, results now. Don't have to. Okay. What was that? Space tree? Yeah. Okay. That's enough for now. Thank you for watching. If you like my video, like it and subscribe. See you soon. Bye bye.